Dragon Ball has always been synonymous with iconic transformations, from Super Saiyan to Ultra Instinct. These transformations not only created unforgettable moments in battles, but also shaped the very core of the series. But what if these transformations never existed? No Super Saiyan, no Super Saiyan God, no Golden or Black forms. Not even Great Ape. Just how far would our heroes get? Could they even survive the very first saga? This would for sure change the events of Dragon Ball. So sit back, relax, and let me retell the story of Dragon Ball in a world without transformations. If the world of Dragon Ball had no transformations, Grandpa Gohan would have suffered such a devastating death so early on in the series. Without a giant monkey showing up in the middle of the night, Grandpa Gohan's fate would be entirely different, as he was likely killed in his sleep by the Great Ape transformation. This is evident when he appears at Baba Palace and fights evenly with Goku, who already trained with Master Korn and defeated Mercenary Tao. So when Bulma arrives at Grandpa Gohan's home looking for the Dragon Balls, she would encounter a young Goku alongside his grandfather. This Goku would be more home trained and a bit smarter, not as oblivious as he was in his canon counterpart. When Bulma asked the old man about the Dragon Ball, he would most likely give it to her and suggest that he and Goku actually join her on her journey. With a strong character like Grandpa Gohan and a slightly stronger, more aware Goku, their journey would be much easier. The story would progress similarly, with Grandpa Gohan reunited with Master Roshi and the Turtle, and Goku receiving a flying Nimbus. Grandpa Gohan might use his relationship with Master Roshi to obtain the Dragon Ball to avoid this atrocious scene with Master Roshi. Oolong and Yamcha will also likely join the group eventually. When they reach Farpan Mountain, there's no reason for them to get Master Roshi since Grandpa Gohan is here, and Goku and Grandpa Gohan could perform a dual command Maya since Goku will likely already know the technique. They would collect the rest of the Dragon Balls with no issues and easily defeat Pilaf. With all the Dragon Balls collected and Bulma and Yamcha already having their wishes granted naturally, there would be no need for a boyfriend wish. Instead, either Oolong wishes for panties again, or Bulma wishes for a lifetime supply of strawberries. Grandpa Gohan would likely suggest to Goku that he goes train with Master Roshi after noticing Goku's love for battle, and the original story for Dragon Ball would continue similarly, with Goku never transforming into Great Ape during the 21st Budokai, leading to an early defeat by Jackie Chan, and Grandpa Gohan would still be alive, of course. And his presence really don't make a difference in the story beyond this point, except for the occasional visits from Goku. This alternate Dragon Ball story leads us into Dragon Ball Z, where many changes would then unfold. When the Ultimate Saiyan warrior Raditz shows up, he comes to recruit his younger brother Goku after discovering the fact that Goku hasn't conquered the planet yet. Raditz would be perplexed, but it's kind of hard to imagine that a kid Goku with his base power would conquer Earth with his bare hands without no Great Ape transformation. This also raises questions about whether the Saiyan race will even survive or not without the Great Ape transformation. But that's a little too hypothetical to even delve into. The Saiyan Saga would unfold almost the exact same, except for the crucial Goku vs Vegeta fight. Vegeta would be forced to stay in his base form after the Gallic Gun and Kaioken x4 Command Mega clash, which dropped his base power level. How much we really don't know, but it did. However, if Goku could hit Vegeta with the Spirit Bomb, it could turn the tide of the battle. In the canon story, Goku nearly hit Great Ape Vegeta with the Spirit Bomb, and if he managed to land it on base form Vegeta, who was significantly less powerful and less aware of his surroundings, it could potentially kill or severely weaken him. When Goku transferred the weakened Spirit Bomb to Krillin, it was just a small portion of his full power, yet it brought Vegeta to the brink of passing out and make him vulnerable to much weaker opponents like Yajirobe. Without the Great Ape transformation, the fight between Goku and Vegeta would be an extreme tough fight for both of them. But Goku do have Gohan and Krillin, who will likely be on the sidelines, ready to be tagged in. I would like to think that Goku could win here if he can land a full power Spirit Bomb on a base form Vegeta, given how much damage a weakened Spirit Bomb did to Vegeta. It's safe to say that a full power one will most likely put him on bed rest, waking up right next to Goku. Goku would most likely keep Vegeta alive because he sees him as a strong opponent who could potentially be fun to fight again in the future, you know, Goku. Plus in this scenario, Vegeta wouldn't be an immediate threat since he would be much more injured than Goku, and he wouldn't even be able to walk. Goku would inform him about Krillin and Gohan going to Namek to collect the Dragon Balls to revive their friends. Vegeta would likely be quiet or obnoxious during the interrogation until Goku mentioned Frieza's name and how he might need Vegeta help in defeating him. Vegeta, despite not seeing eye to eye with Goku initially, he wouldn't pass up the opportunity to get rid of Frieza. However, he would wonder how Goku expects to defeat Frieza, who is much stronger than the both of them. Goku would tell him about his gravity training in the other world and his plan to conquer 100 times gravity in just 6 days. Vegeta would most likely mock him and claim that he could just double that. Meanwhile, on Namek, things aren't looking too good for Gohan and Krillin, but nothing too dire. The Namekian Elder still destroyed Frieza's scouters, leading to Gohan and Krillin saving Dende once again. And while Vegeta here, things have been relatively calm, which means no slaughter in the Namekian village as of yet. And Krillin and Gohan head there to get their very first Dragon Ball. They managed to avoid conflict, and soon after they race to Elder Guru's place with no scouters or Vegeta around. They are pretty safe to stay at full power at all times on the planet. After getting their potential unlocked, they play a waiting game for Goku to arrive, and they can't really get the other 5 Dragon Balls with Frieza having them. Eventually, Frieza would order some grunt soldiers to deliver more scouters. In the original story, Vegeta gives Frieza a very hard time, giving Frieza a bad feeling and prompting Frieza to call in the Ginyu Force. Without Vegeta here causing trouble and not stealing Frieza's Dragon Balls, he remains relatively relaxed and just orders some low-level men for him to get his scouters. After the scouters arrive, Frieza orders Zarbon and Dodoria to stay the ship with the Dragon Balls while he heads towards Nail and Guru, leading to the same events as the original story. Eventually, both Goku and Vegeta arrive on Namek, having conquered 200 times gravity. Yes, 200 times gravity. Goku did have more time to train, and Vegeta here with him, he will have a training partner with him to push him harder and not let the gap widen. They regroup with Krillin, Gohan, and Dende soon after, and together they easily defeat the Frieza Force, with Dende summoning Shenron and making the first 2 wishes to revive Piccolo and bring him back to Namek. They even have enough time for a 3rd wish, so they revive Yamcha since Tien and Chaozu want to be revived together. With their mission now accomplished, Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, and Krillin prepare to face off against the tyrant, Frieza, who is already heading their way after seeing the sky turn dark. Meanwhile, Piccolo stumbles upon a dying Elder Guru. As Goku and Vegeta confront Frieza, their power levels are at 2 million and 1.5 million. They manage to smack Frieza around pretty well until he transforms into his final form. This transformation still exists as it is Frieza's true form, while his other forms are acting as more as power suppressors. In his final form, Frieza initially thinks that he has the upper hand until he sees a red glow of energy circling around both Goku and Vegeta. Without the Super Saiyan transformation not existing in this universe at all, in order to chase, Vegeta has to turn to Kaioken technique for a power boost just to make sure that he can surpass both Goku and Frieza. This catches Frieza off guard initially, but he overcomes it at 50% of his full power, similarly killing Vegeta. Goku rushing in the fight solo, knowing it might be the end for him as well, and he is hit with a Death Beam also. Frieza believes that he has won until Vegeta returns, similarly stronger than before. Confused, Frieza faces Vegeta again, and Goku also comes back to join the battle, Irritated, Frieza kills Vegeta once more, but Vegeta returns yet again. Alongside with Goku, this cycle continues until Frieza finally realizes what's going on. Dende is healing both Goku and Vegeta every time Frieza severely injures them, granting them infinite Zenkais. Frustrated, Frieza aims his next death beam at Dende, and just before it hits, a white cape appears and it's Piccolo with a power level unrecognizable. Earlier, when Piccolo meets Elder Guru, the Elder was at his final moment, and feeling the need to take responsibility for the death of his children, Guru begged Piccolo to merge with him, promising great power and wisdom. Before merging, Guru unlocked Piccolo's potential, and moments later, another voice entered Piccolo's mind, and it was Nail, requested to be reunited with Guru once again. Piccolo found Nail's weakened power level and merged with him as well. Piccolo felt an uncontrollable surge of power, but something else was hidden within it, an intense rage. Back on the battlefield, Piccolo sighs and tells Frieza that he is done killing the Namekians. He orders Goku and Vegeta to stay out of it, and after they sense the Piccolo power, they listen. Piccolo proceeds to beat down on Frieza, even allowing him to reach 100% of his full power to ensure Frieza, who looked down on both the Namekians and the Saiyans, being beaten by them both today, to feel the full force of his defeat. With Frieza at his limit, Piccolo charges up a maximum special beam cannon and kills Frieza. This is where our story pretty much ends. With a much stronger Piccolo, most future threats are taken care of before they become a problem. Kami will soon use the Dragon Balls to revive all the Namekians, and sometime later on Earth, King Korra arrives, but the Z Fighters are more than ready to face him. Future Chunks also arrives, warning the Z Fighters about the androids and urging them to train intensely. During this time, with the Kaioken being Goku's main technique, Piccolo will most likely take note and use the technique himself. 3 years later, Piccolo destroys Android 19 and 20, and later destroy Dr. Gero Lab, possibly destroying or reprogramming the other androids. And Kami will eventually sense First Form Cell and fuse with Piccolo, giving him another power-up. And this potential unlock fused with Kami, Nail, and Guru, and oh, I have a Kaioken also, Piccolo. He would just destroy First Form Cell, giving him no chance to escape. The Buu Saga never happens due to Goku never dying, preventing the rise of Majin Vegeta. And all three Saiyans, along with Piccolo, who had destroyed Babidi and his minions. With no Super Saiyan God transformation ever existed in the universe either, Beerus never come to Earth, preventing the Battle of Gods. And since Goku never went to Yardrat, he never learned the instant transmission technique, or never needed the Dragon Balls ever again on Earth. So there's literally no Dragon Balls on Earth at this moment, which also prevents resurrection of F from ever happening, thank God. With no Goku on Beerus' planet to entice him, there is no Universe 6 versus Universe 7 tournament, which means no godly power displays to corrupt Zamasu. Finally, without Goku to tell Zeno about determined power, it either leads with Zeno destroying the universe, or him forgetting about it like he did in the future timeline, allowing the Z Fighters to live peaceful lives until a threat like Moro or Cell Max show up, which would most likely lead to death. And that's how the Dragon Ball universe would unfold without any transformations. Did you honestly think that they could make it this far? Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this Widow scenario. If you had any thoughts or other scenarios that you would like to see, drop a comment below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more Dragon Ball content and Widow stories.